The patient is sitting over the edge of the table while the examiner is stabilizing the leg with one hand and holding the calcaneus with the other. When hands are set, the examiner will pull the calcaneus forward while keeping the tibia stabilized. With the same hand positions from the previous test, you will roll the calcaneus immediately, creating an inversion movement. With the same hand positions from the previous test, you will roll the calcaneus laterally, creating an eversion movement. With the patient laying pronated with their feet off the edge of the table, the examiner will put one hand on the muscle belly of the calf and then squeeze while observing the foot for plantar flexion.
The purpose of this test is to test for anterior talofibular ligament laxity. The examiner will grasp the distal leg with one hand and the calcaneus with the other. The examiner then places the patient's foot into 10 to 15 degrees of plantar flexion and translates the rear foot forward. A positive test results if the talus translates forward. This test checks the integrity of the calcaneofibular ligament. As the patient is sitting with legs over the edge of the table, the examiner grasps the calcaneus and talus and maintains the foot in dorsiflexion, while the other hand stabilizes the leg. The hand holding the calcaneus provides an inversion stress by rolling the calcaneus medially. A positive test is if the talus tilts or gaps excessively compared to the uninjured leg. This test determines the integrity of the deltoid ligament. The patient is sitting with legs over the edge of the table. One hand grasps the calcaneus and maintains the ankle in neutral position. The opposite hand stabilizes the leg, holding the calcaneus, and rolls it laterally. A positive test is if the talus gaps excessively compared to the other side. This test is used to test for an Achilles tendon rupture. The patient lying prone with the foot off the edge of the table, at the side of the patient with one hand over the muscle belly of the calf musculature. The examiner squeezes the calf while observing for plantar flexion of the foot. A positive test is if the calf is squeezed but the foot does not plantar flex.